Teenagers often think life is hard or unfair. However, the life stories of Saru Briley, depicted in the movie Lion and Ando in The Littlest Refugee, share real stories of culture and survival, where not only themes of love, but their ability to overcome challenges in starkly contrasting settings really make you reconsider your own experiences and the attitude with which you face them. Lion is the story of Saru, who horrifically becomes separated from his family. After living on the street for 3 weeks, he's placed in an orphanage, adopted, and then moved to Australia. As an adult, Saru searched for years for his birthplace on Google Maps and eventually finds his mother and reunited. The Littlest Refugee is the story of how Ando and his family escape war-torn Vietnam on a fishing boat, nearly dying in the process, and make a life for themselves in Sydney. Together they overcome pirates, poverty, and isolation through incredible hard work, bravery, and love. Both texts use the theme of love to make the audience reflect on their experiences. Saru's love for his mother keeps him going when he is alone and starving. Once he is adopted, his new parents, the Brileys, show him the unconditional love he needs to settle into his new culture. As an adult, Saru's love drives him to search for his lost mother, even though he finds it excruciating. His new family's love for him keeps them by his side, even when he is immersed in his quest. Saru's message when he finds his mum is a perfect example of love, even when things are complicated. This theme was echoed in The Little Refugee. An's parents took incredible risks to save their family. An's love kept him going at school, working hard even when he was alone, had no friends, and things were hard. The way these stories portray love has so much to teach teenagers. Even though we aren't facing wars or poverty, things do get complicated, and it's the love given to us by our families that prop us up and keep us going. And it's our love for them which gives us the courage to keep on trying. These texts also use setting to contrast cultural differences and highlight the stories of survival. In Lion, India and Kolkata are portrayed as drab, poverty-stricken, and desperate, in contrast to the lush abundance of Hobart. This highlights the magnitude of Saru's transition between cultures, the significance of his survival, and how much he had to overcome to succeed. They also show how much culture Saru lost in the transition. The Little Refugee features a setting in a similar way. The pictures of Vietnam in the story use drab colours and harshly drawn lines to convey the danger that Ando and her family were living in, contrasted by the colourful flowing illustrations used to represent the safety and opportunity of Sydney. For An, the setting represents a similar change to Saru. However, the contrasting setting provides an insight into how difficult it was to hold on to his culture in the process. The setting in both texts represent the vast differences in opportunity and emphasize survival and the magnitude of the transition each individual experiences between the culture and how difficult it must have been. These texts elicit my reflection on transition. Although I have not experienced cultural transition, these features made me reflect on how I have responded to other periods of transition in my life, such as starting high school and getting a sibling. There are so many other features in these two texts which could be related to our experience as teenagers. However, even just considering these two, the theme of love and the use of the setting, you can see how effective texts can be in allowing us insight and perspective to consider our own journeys, even if on the surface they don't seem to have anything in common with the characters portrayed.